Good morning, Art. This is the video that I promised you. We're going to talk about ratios. We're going to do probably 3 minutes, not a long video. We're going to go over gold, silver, and the gold ratios against silver as well as platinum. So this is the gold chart. So let's just quickly pull up the gold chart here. So again, we're seeing on a monthly basis here, we're seeing a very nice engulfing candle here. That could be very, very positive here for gold. All right. And this trend line, you're going to see it better connected here on the smaller time frames, but on the monthly, today right now is the 12th. So so long as gold can continue to stay strong, we should have a very nice engulfing candle. If that's the case, that should be very positive for gold. On the weekly candle here, we've already seen that we've broken out of this range here. All right, so normally, anytime you trade within a range, you want to wait for the breakout on a weekly basis. Again, today's the last day of the week. So if it does close above 1220, I would probably say if it does close above 1216, 1217, technically it is a breakout above. This line here, we want to connect it to this right here. We can even connect it to this as well, to this area here. So anywhere you put it, you're breaking above that line. Okay, so on a technical level here, gold is looking very nice. And one of the things that I forgot to mention was this level here. So this level was tested. This is a really nice level of supply, of demand. So we should find some buyers. And as you can see here, we do have a wick that went inside that area. So probably picked up a lot of buyers. And this is probably why you're seeing probably a lot of buyers here. That does suggest a lot of buyers. So let's go down to the daily chart. Daily chart, again, really nice breakout above this range here. As you can see, we've broken above that trend line. I mentioned that on the smaller time frames, you can probably see a little bit better. But yeah, so this is the trend line, really nice break. I would buy, I call this a wild trade. And technically speaking, if let's say, for example, if the market comes back down over here, this is where the big candle took off. So you're assuming there's a lot of buyers here. And again, this just in general, this is a box that I would trade technically. So you can get in here. Let's say if you were to go long, you can get in here right at the top. But again, your stop loss has to be down here. Or you can wait for the market to come back in here and again, grab those buyers that allowed this market to move out of that range. Again, great risk reward. Ultimately, you're on this trade here, you probably want to target anywhere around 1280 all the way up to 1300. All right, but again, really nice breakout on gold. Let's look at silver. Again, silver, roughly the same thing here. We can see here that on the monthly chart, we're testing, really just long-term levels. You can see here that there's obviously a lot of buyers in this area. We saw that flash crash back in July of 2017. That flash crash, although a crash, it did pick up orders that are down here. And again, you have another wick here. Again, these long wicks do suggest a lot of buyers here in this area. Can this market fall below this area here? If it does, then technically you would have to find some buyers here between the $9 and the $12 area. I would assume that any move below this area here, below 1380, would be short-lived. But again, the reason why I mentioned to you that silver is the more aggressive trade, simply because if we do fall below that area, which I don't anticipate, I rather you trade in your gold down here. If that's the case, then gold's ratio is going to be much higher. But with that said, it's definitely you're definitely on the right track as far as trading in your gold for silver. Okay, so that's your silver monthly. Let's look at the weekly. Again, really nice engulfing candle here. Now we're just trading sideways. Again, silver being more volatile, you see a lot more wicks. On the daily time frame, you can see that it easily. This is actually the range here. So once you saw the breakout above that range, you can signal to buy here. As a matter of fact, you see that I actually bought some silver. I actually bought some silver, if you can see it here. This is gold, right? let's see if I can zoom in. You can see here that it broke out of this little range here. So as soon as it broke out, you can buy in here and then targeting somewhere around here. Again, on this trade, I've already taken profits over here. And now as the market comes back down, you can rebuy over here and then try to go higher. Okay, but those are for the short-term accounts, right? And then, so again, on silver, so that was the gold trade, right? So you can see that the gold did exactly what we needed to do. Nice big move to the upside here. I took profits around 1207 on that trade and left a little bit running. And then this was the silver trade here. I went on silver when it touched this this level here. And so far the market's doing really well, right? So again, you can see that I recorded before I placed the trade, right? So you can see that move. That's what ended up happening. This was the Dow Jones. I said that if this thing breaks below this level here, it could be bad. And that's what happened and ended up trading. I would have thought that the market was going to find some support here and then bounce from here. But again, not a bounce, not at all. So that's how that's going to play out. And let's look at the ratios before I bore you to death here. So the ratios, just like you said, these are monthly, these are long-term ratios, right? So you can see here that historically speaking, since 2000 and since 96, anytime the ratios go above 80, you actually have a hard time closing above that level. So this is the last time we closed above that level. You know, this is a broad information. It's very bearish. I do expect this market to do something like this and create a lower low. So again, you have a low here at, this is how many ounces of gold you can buy, how many ounces of silver you can buy with gold. 38 ounces here, then it goes up to 82, then it comes down here to 30. So again, below this low here, and then it goes higher. You're buying 84, and over here you were buying 86. This was actually during that flash crash that we pointed out on the silver chart, right? So in 2017, right? So again, I do expect the market, it has already tested it, so who knows, it can easily come from here. But you can see I drew this line here a long time ago. What we're looking for is a break of this. All right, once we see that break, once you see this thing go below 75 or below this trend line here, which we'll keep a close eye out, technically speaking, we should have a big fast run. You know, as you can see, it only took from 2008 to 2011. So it took 3 years roughly to go from 85 to 30. This time around, I expect this thing to go from 86 to around 26 and go down to these levels. So again, phenomenal idea to trade your silver, trade your gold for silver. I also like platinum. So platinum has probably the biggest wedge I've ever seen in my life. This is a monthly chart here on the gold to, on the platinum to gold ratio. So that's how many ounces of gold you can buy with platinum. Technically, normally you're higher than one. Platinum is usually more expensive than gold. But over here, what we have is just a gigantic wedge. Usually these wedges play out that once they break out of these wedges, then you'll see a big move to the top, at least towards this area here. So again, that's why I currently like platinum more than I like gold. And you can see here that on the ratio, that we have a really nice engulfing candle here. Engulfing candle. This is just a textbook buy with a engulfing can with a huge engulfing candle here on the monthly ratio charts. I do expect this thing to go all the way up here, or maybe even higher, maybe even to the twos, right, where you can buy 2 ounces of gold with 1 ounce of platinum. Currently, platinum is trading at 840, again on a multi-year low. And I'm gonna do another video on. Sorry, I took longer than expected, but you know me, I always get carried away. I'm also going to do another analysis here on just the commodities, gold, platinum, silver, platinum, palladium, sugar, wheat, all of that stuff. I'm going to be doing an analysis, so stay tuned to that. I hope you enjoyed this video. And you know, again, platinum, I think platinum, you know, right now trading at 840 versus 1200 like gold, has a potential to go to most likely 2000. I personally think it's going to go to 18, 2000, and then much higher than that. So with that said, I hope this answers some of your questions. I'll follow up with you maybe Monday or Tuesday, and we can talk a little bit more about switching. You know, these ratio trades. There's no rush to ever do anything because again, it's ratio. So it's just which one's moving faster, right? So with that said, I hope you have a great weekend. Great talking to you the other day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.